Look at me, his ears. Yeah, he's my baby comes in. Look at Joyce in the picture. Look, Halo. Yeah. Joyce in the picture, pretty. Yeah, she's my girl. I love her so much. I just love you so much. She's my pretty girl. She's okay. I'll just move that around a little bit. Pull that up. Put that up. Put it back. Oh, come on, silly thing. Let's fix that. Hello everybody, welcome to the room. Hope you're all doing well today. I am like exhausted. I don't know about all y'all, but I am just exhausted. Yep. True words that. I have, however, spent the day loving on myself, which feels wonderful. How's everybody else here feeling today? Hi, Genevieve. Oh, I'm tired, but doing okay. Just feeling tired. That's the best way I can explain it. I did a lot of moving energy around. That's a really good way to say it. Changed my living room around. I have done like went and had a massage and chiropractor treatments and got my nails done, and oh my goodness, someone's calling me. Just one sec. See if I can get in there to message her. Anyways, how are you guys all doing? How are you doing with the energies? I am really, really tired. I'm actually feeling like I might put the meditation off for until another day because I just feel beat. But I thought I'd come on here and let y'all know what's up. If you're in the room, say hello. Like the video if you want to. I'd appreciate it. Hi, Nitor. Gotcha. I hear you there. Hello, Heidi's. Welcome. I haven't been sleeping so great either. Not in the morning. My kitty cat tends to wake me up, little stinker. Yeah. It's really awesome when I get my oldies but goodies come in here. Oh, did you? How'd that go for you, Nitor? Hello, AKA. Welcome. Yeah. I had a friend who told me that I was the first human robot she'd ever known now. I thought, well, maybe I'll turn into Iron Man. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Maybe. Well, if it's true, in fact, that Virgos should be ruled by Chiron instead of Gemini, or instead of Mercury, that would make complete sense as being the healers of the zodiac. My eyes are itchy. I'm just beat. So let me explain a little bit about this meditation and what I was going to do regarding it. It's really about, people say quieting the mind. For a long time they've talked about that, but then the question remains, how do you quiet the mind? A lot of people have a very hard time doing so. And it's kind of like energy of, you have to give your mind the walking papers. You have to boss up and really give your mind their walking papers. The only way you're going to allow your mind to speak to you in any certain way or any form any longer is if it has something new to say. So what I mean by that is our heart, when it's open, it feels. And that's a word we put towards it, feels. Actually, when it's open, it's just there. It's open, it just is. And our mind will come in and put words to it, like it feels heavy, or it feels sad, or it feels burdened, or it feels tired, or it feels all these things. Our mind will put those words to it. What if the mind wasn't allowed to put words to what your heart is feeling and even your body is feeling, unless one, it's on a positive scale nature, two, it does you good instead of making you feel worse, and three, it helps you thrive. So the mind is not allowed to no longer put words like, my heart feels so heavy, I'm so tired of carrying everybody else's crap on my shoulders, all that sort of thing. The mind's not allowed to do that anymore. When your heart is open, let's just let your heart be open. Let's just do that. It's like flipping the bird to your brain. You're not allowed here. You're no longer allowed to be present here with me in my heart because you can't seem to give me new words. So as I sit here and my heart is just open and it just feels, there's no thoughts from the mind. It's just absolute present in the now. Not really focusing on what's around you per se, but focusing on just your heart being open. Now, the mind would say that this water that comes from your eyes at times would be tears. The mind would say that you could feel like your heart being open like this, it kind of bleeds. Your mind, see how your mind would say and put all of these words to what your heart is feeling. So what if it's different? What if we don't let the mind get involved unless it changes the script? My heart is open and it's so full. There's so much love in my heart that it feels full. That's why I need to open my heart to allow some of that love out into the universe. Allow that energy of creativity and love and just soft gentleness out into the universe. And as you do that, it creates a little more space in your heart. Now, the brain might come in again and say, well, now it feels somewhat empty. No. What actually it may feel is reparenting your brain to think differently and create a new narrative. It's not allowed to give you the old story. It's not allowed to give you the old thing or the old pain or the old feeling. So if I'm to sit here and do this, let's see if I can allow my heart to do some talking and my brain can be on hiatus. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you want to, leave them open. When a thought comes in your mind, just flip it the bird and say it's whatever. Nope, brain, you're not allowed here right now. I've only been doing this for a week, and I've gotten very good at being in this space of just openness. I'd like you to picture your heart like this, like a muscle like this. And as the your heart sits there, it gradually starts to go like this. And all of that love, all of that beautiful emotion, whatever that is, all of that growth that is in your heart starts to be able to seep out a little bit and out from your soul space into the world. And as it does that, it creates a little more room for planting seeds in your heart, room for giving yourself the freedom to simply just be. And as you can allow those feelings out, those emotions out, whether they're emotions or feelings or not, you allow all of that out as your heart opens. It just slowly starts to flow. And as it flows out, you may feel a feeling that the mind would call heavy, but let's think of it in a different way. The heart doesn't actually feel heavy. The heart has just been so full of love. The love that you felt in one situation, the love you felt in another situation, the love you felt in another situation. We're going to say that there's no such thing as hurt that is flowing out of our heart, because really there can only be hurt where love once lived. So there was love there first. So hurt isn't there. It's actually love that's there still. So as we open the doors and allow the love to flow out, allow our hearts, allow that space to grow, because love is flowing out to the world. You now have room to go and plant the seeds of the things you might love moving forward to do. You might want to sit there in that moment and feel how that feels. Has that energy or whatever, it's just allowing it to flow out into the masses, into everywhere. You are not lacking in any way. You are not the sum of your experiences in this life. You were perfect in form and beauty when you were born here. And your some experiences in this life do not make you more beautiful or otherwise. You are still beautiful regardless. We come here, I believe, in this life to feel, to learn to feel in a human experience. That's confirmation from the kitty here. She can come say hi. This is my Freya. I just got her. Smell-o-vision. So, in just allowing your heart to be, allowing your heart to be open, not letting the mind come in and say, oh, well, that's sadness. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, well, that feels like it's loneliness. Nope, nope, nope. None of that. Yeah, what's mommy doing, hey? Yeah, what's mommy doing? To my girl. You're just climbing around and seeing everything. Oh, that's my glasses, baby. Meow. see how as you open your heart, beauty comes your way and wants to enjoy it and fill in that room that's there. Beauty comes and wants to set a seed in there to allow you to feel more, to allow your emotions to come out more. It's really about seeing the beauty that you are up front, close and personal. Come on, baby girl. I know you love your plant, don't you, honey? Do you want to go sit in your plant? You have to go the other way. Speaking of plants and seeds, any water that comes from your eyes or substance that comes from your eyes is not because of pain, it's because there's so much love that it has to overflow through your tear ducts and into the space that is the world. If there's a smile on your face because for the first time in so long you feel like there might be room in there, as all of that energy that's been holding love space in your heart flows out, you may find that you start to find small pieces of yourself that you had somehow lost along the way. And as you pick those pieces of yourself up, you realize that they were never lost. They were just maybe covered up by so much love for circumstances, for others. And that's okay, because that's what we come here to do. We come here to love. We come here to fulfill a divine mission, which is to find love, learn what love is, and to become more of that said love. What we choose to do as we are here in this dimension is in any given moment, in order to show that love, is your divine purpose during a certain cycle, you see. In parenting the mind and not letting the mind have its say, not letting the mind name an emotion, not letting the mind control what that emotion means or is, you actually allow your heart to move. And for the first time, like I say, in a very long time, you may feel like you are able to move from your heart space. When I do this type of meditation, it's like a wave of calm and freedom comes over me in ways that I cannot explain. It's like a peace that surpasses all understanding. All of these words we use in life to put to certain things are to organize them. The problem is, with all of these words that we put to certain things in order to organize them, we end up writing a narrative that at times keeps us very much in pain or stuck, or all of these words that the mind uses. So in allowing yourself and your heart this freedom to just be, that's when you end up co-creating with the divine, as my crown chakra opens. I'm scratching my head. Allow the love for all situations that your heart's been holding to flow out of you. Allow it to flow. Just allow your heart to open and allow it just to flow. It's not good. It's not bad. It's really just part of being. It just is. When you get to that space where you're not trying to control with your mind or words, that's when you start sitting in the seat of your soul. And you find yourself surrounded in Christ consciousness. It's like switching dimension from left to right. Maybe from forward to behind you. It's like you can switch any dimension you choose and take that dimension to Christ consciousness just by really getting into the power of now. And as you sit in the seat of your soul and you feel just as you feel, as you allow yourself just to be, just to feel. I want you to picture your hand reaching in to hold your heart that's open, to hold it in the palm of your hand and say, it's okay. You actually got this right, this life thing. You've done it perfectly. You've gotten it right. You never get it done, and you never get it wrong, because the journey is yours. You all should be so proud of yourselves. To be able to sit in this energy of Christ's consciousness and allow that peace to flow over you that surpasses all understanding. It's not about words per se to control. It's not about using words to put the feelings into tiny boxes that we find insecurity in. It's not even about naming something as a feeling. It's just about being open. Having your soul be absolutely open. In this emotion and in this feeling, I'd like you guys to picture your hand holding your heart and giving it a little squeeze. As you give your heart that little squeeze, I want you to feel like, or to think, or to imagine, or to integrate this idea that you are hitting the save button on this vibration. So as you hit the save button, you never ever have to go back and redo anything. You can always come back to this point of energy because you've saved it. Remember how this feels. Hit that save button. And know that as you move forward, you have now brought yourself to a way of being that you never have to go back to prior energies or prior things. It's time to now write a new document with whatever words come from your heart that have something to do with what love means. Allow your mind to come in and create a new word for this feeling. My heart and my soul right now likes the word transcendence. Because we don't necessarily, even in the mind, understand what this feeling is. But our soul feels a peace and a comfort. Our mind has told us for countless generations that it's not safe to move with your heart because it will be hurt. The new narrative here for this whole thing is that the reason you get hurt is because you move with your mind and you don't move with your heart. How much trouble does the mind get your heart in? Sits there trying to reason everything that has happened on past stories, on past narratives, on past everything. As the heart moves forward, the mind takes a back seat. When you move forward with your heart, there's no need to try and force anything. There's no need to try and be a certain way. There's no need to do anything really other than just be open. If the words come in such as, well, yeah, now I'm afraid, or I have fear, or I have unsustainable concern with all of these things, and that's just it. It's unsustainable. You have to understand, like I said, that fear can only be where love once lived. It's only in the lack of something that you feel fear. So what was there in the first place? It was love that was there in the first place, and love is still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just that your mind has come in and totally done a smack job on your heart. If all of you are following me and you're understanding what I'm saying, put some thumbs up in the chat. When the mind tries to control the heart's movement, it creates more distress. It creates fight or flight energy within. That's ego is trying to save us. The thing is, the heart doesn't need saving. When you move from the heart, there's nothing bad per se that can happen to it. Because when you sit in the seat of Christ consciousness, you don't need yourself or anybody else to be any certain way in order to have the growth that you seek. Because the growth is already there. The ability to be in this energy the energy of absolute now is the true path, I believe. I want to say to absolute emotional freedom. Isn't that what we all strive for? Emotional freedom. Can you imagine a life with absolute emotional freedom, with no fight or flight energies, no need to fix something, no need to run, no need to fight for anything? Just the absolute energy of being. This is what Eckhart Tolle talks about. No such thing as past, no such thing as future. All there is the now and the present. In timelines, it all collapses to the right now. Actually, let's change that word to collapses. No such thing as collapsing. The past integrates with the now as we allow it to, and the future integrates with the now as we allow it to. In this present moment, if you move with your heart in a very open way, you have the freedom to create your next now from a space of the heart instead of the mind controlling the heart. It's so important to somehow understand this at a deep level. Once you get there, then you move from your heart and you start to realize that what you create flows in such a way that is ethereal. It's transcendent. There's no understanding that the mind can put to what starts to come your way. You don't have to fight for the job. You don't have to fight for this. You don't have to fight for that. You don't have to run from something because of fear. You don't have to flight away from whatever. There's no fear. There's no such thing as fear. Because if you go right back to the basis, love is where that all begins from. So if we can face every moment with love and understanding that that's where it all begins from, then perhaps we can live each moment of now in a peace that will surpass all understanding. It's not about having hope. It's not about having faith. Although those things are not bad or wrong, but they create the need to do, you see. I need to have hope. I need to have faith. Well, that's something you have to do. How about you just simply sit in the now and have your heart open and know that you are hope and know that you are faith. You are love. You are peace. You are compassion, and for the first time, very well may be compassion for yourself. I absolutely love the freedom I feel when my mind goes on vacation without me. I hope this has helped all of you in some way. I'm not going to do anything to take you out of this meditation, because this is the type of energy that we need to flow through life in, or as, or MB. For me, it's the absolute feeling of the now. I would love to have some people put in the chat something about how this is resonating for you, or even if not. I understand it can be hard to do that when you're in this energy of just the now. It's almost the way I could probably explain it. Here's new words. I could explain it as that feeling as you just wake up in the morning and there's no day or time that has happened yet. The mind is quiet. It's that moment just before you fall asleep where you feel your body relax. I'm smiling because I just thought, to me, it just feels like a smile. It feels like absolute zero resistance to anything. So stay in this energy, my friends. Walk through life with this energy of whatever new word you can find to give it. Not the same old words, but whatever new word you can find to give it. It's amazing how when you set this new boundary and rule with your mind that they are not allowed to say anything or do anything Your mind is not allowed to put any words to anything that puts you in fight or flight. The words have to be absolutely zero resistance. A lot of times the mind won't come up with anything because there's no words to explain it that your mind knows at this point. Freedom from the mental body of the fight or flight attack is where living in the now comes to full fruition. I just thought of Nitor when he and I did some personal growth sessions. And I heard his laughter. I heard my laughter. And it brings a smile. As I sit here and tell my mind, oh, sure you can. Sure you can, you betcha. You can do anything from this state of mind. In fact, I would suggest that in doing your taxes in this state of mind, that you very well may find something you missed previously that gives you a little bit more than you expected to come your way. I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards to end this up for you guys. My little girl, Kitty, is gone and fallen asleep in the big old chair. I can't even. A wise hermit did once say, "You put the cold feet away. New opportunities come when you lead from the heart." And the surprising thing is you end up with a gift that helps you start. It could be doing your taxes. In this state of mind, where this extra financial gain you simply might find. As things have passed you by before, looking from past to the future, combining it all into the now with the heart's own type of suture. It's like bringing yourself and integrating in a way that your soul and your heart finally keeps you from the fray. It's a peace that surpasses all understanding. And in your heart, you will find, for the first time, you are landing. It's not about control. It's not even about release. It's about being in the power of now and moving through your life from peace. Says the High Priestess. I love you guys so much. I hope this has helped. I wasn't going to do a meditation because I feel just rather tired, but perhaps, I guess that was different than what my heart decided to have planned. Yeah. Different. I was conflicted about it. You see, it's different than what my heart had planned. So as I sat here with tiredness and like just being in myself, it's like dropping all of the pretenses, you know. Yeah, it's like dropping all of the pretenses. Wow, I'm going to say that I think one of the best times to start a meditation is when you feel tired. Because your mind doesn't have the energy to go in there and create fight or flight circumstances. Talk about moving from a new direction, moving in a new way. This is a new journey for you and I, this way of being. And we will at times go back and forth between that portal of energy that the divine is opening for us to step through right now. Understand that when you hit the save button on this vibrational feeling, this new way of moving through life, when you hit the save button, the portal has closed. So you never have to go back past that point of no return. There's always a return. So when you feel bliss, you feel good, you feel growth, you feel ease, push the save button every single time. Push the save button. Yeah. Push the save button. I hope this has helped in some sort of way. You guys have a beautiful day. Blessings to you. And move from a place of peace. You're very welcome. It's something that I've started to do, and I think it's truly the best way to open the door to losing that whole fight or flight circumstance that we all move through on a daily basis with whatever comes our way. I'm going to let you guys go. I think I've decided I want a beautiful nap. You guys take care. Blessings.